Greetings, greetings. Yeah, we're coming to you live from the crib today. We're at the beach house. Yeah, the same place I could barely afford any longer. I don't know how long I could hold it down, but we're still holding it down, man. We here. This month, it came down to the rent or the phone bill. So I just let the phone go off because I gotta have a roof over my head, right? Yeah, so originally my rent was $1,200, right? You might think that's a good deal. I don't know what you're paying, where you are, what part of the country you're staying in, but for me, 1,200 bucks. I mean, I've been living here for a while, and I was like literally just barely making ends meet. I could just find the 1,200 bucks every month. Y'all know how that is. It's like you just barely find enough every month. It's just like it's never enough. You just always have that exact amount. I don't know. Things just always work out like that. So, yeah, I was paying 1,200. Well, originally when I moved in, because it was way cheaper originally, but like a year ago they raised the rent to 1,200, and then right before Christmas in December they text me, "Oh, we gotta raise the rent again." So now it's gonna be 1,400. I was already paying actually 1,250 because it was 1,200, and then I was pretty much late every month. So you add that late fee 50, so it was like I was paying 1,250 a month. Barely like late every month. Every month, I mean. So now they want 1,400. So I guess it finally caught up to market rate, because around here you ain't gonna find anything for that price. Like what I'm paying for. Like 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 floors, right on the beach, nice neighborhood. So I mean I ain't complaining. I mean, but good thing it's a 2 bedroom, because that allowed me to rent one of the rooms out and ease off a little bit of the pressure off of me, because I couldn't do it no longer, man. I was doing it myself for a while, every month. So it just got to the point where I decided, hey man, no, I can't do it. And as soon as I got someone in here, and then we started to split the rent, boom. That's when, yeah, we gotta raise the rent. Man, you can't catch a break. As soon as I barely started to, well, that's how it is. So yeah, I said we're celebrating. Today marks 10 years since I moved into this spot, man. 10 years. 10 years ago, 2015 it was. I started to pay rent. Full rent. Because I was already crashing with my brothers. So, I was already used to finding money at the end of the month anyway. But this is when I decided, I want to go branch out on my own, move into my own place, turn my own key, be independent. Yeah, today, February 6th, on Bob Marley's birthday, man. You see the gong, you see the legend, you see the man right there. February 6th. That's what it is. But, yeah, we're celebrating Bob Marley's birthday. We got to. And even while we're celebrating Bob's birthday, well, I got up this morning, I was feeling Peter Tosh vibes. No joke, man. I got up feeling that, like Peter Tosh got a song. He said, "The poor man, I feel it." I don't know. I'm gonna sing a little bit of it for y'all, man. I don't want to get any copyright infringements or any YouTube flag my content and say copyright or anything. But Peter Tosh song, man, go listen to that tune. The poor man, I feel it. Cause that's what's going on in America right now, 2025, boy. Peter Tosh said, light gone up, gas gone up, the rent gone up. Tax gone up. Man, those words ring so true today. I'm telling you, man, everything gone up. I tell you, boy, the poor man, I feel it. I had to play that song on repeat this morning. But yeah, we're celebrating Bob Marley, Peter Tosh. Celebrating 10 years at the crib, you know. 10 years. I gotta give myself a little bit of credit, man. I showed some kind of stability. I showed some kind of, you know, shows you're doing something right. Because, you know, I've had the same job for 10 years. Been living at the same place for 10 years. Pretty much had my car almost the same amount of time. I just, you know, had my business about half of that time, about 6 years, 7 years I had the business. I realized people move a lot around here, man. Since I came to America, I realized moving, people probably move like 10 times in their lifetime. You've been in one place for 10 years, so, I mean, you gotta look at it both ways. So even though I could barely manage to pay the rent, but you gotta live somewhere. So you move out of here right now, you ain't gonna get nothing cheaper anywhere else. I'll tell you that much. I'm sure y'all agree with me. So, you know, I was late again this month. Rent's supposed to be paid on the 5th. I mean, today's the 6th, so they can't even complain, man. Shit. Yeah, so. And then I had to pay another $450 for the warehouse in Oregon, where we're setting up the farm, you know, to do that side of the business. And then I'm 1 month behind rent on the farm here in Jacksonville. So only because the landlord there, he's pretty cool, man. He works with me. He knows I'm a good tenant. I'm probably his biggest tenant right now, because all he's got is mostly, what am I saying? He's got apartments, he's got all kind of places to rent. So, but where we're at in the business complex, I'm probably paying the most right there, because he's got mainly storage units. And I got this, I'm paying for a barn, I got one building, I got like another smaller building, and then I got 2 of the storage units. So that's like $1,300 every month, plus an extra $50 for late fee, because like I said, I'm a month behind, but I try to at least don't let it pass 1 month. So that's $1,350 there, $1,400 here, but like I said, I get a little help from my, tenant so she's paying around $650, and then $450, like I just mentioned, for the warehouse in Oregon. So you do the math. It's almost $3,000 right there, or over $3,000. I don't even know, because like I said, I pay them when I can, when I have it, whatever I could do. Like I said, good thing my landlord in Jacksonville, they're good people, man. It's not like these people that are renting this place, man. Everything was cool in the beginning, Everything was cool when I just moved in. I was paying them their rent. Was never late. Never called them. Never bothered them for nothing. Any little small thing, I would fix it myself. Yeah. And then, things started to get a little rough. And then all of a sudden you fall on some hard times. Boom. They change quick. Next thing I know, it's a freaking eviction notice on my door. Not once, but like twice. I almost got thrown out on the street, man. Twice. I had to hustle. Come up with that money fast. Because they wasn't hearing it. They don't care. I ended up having to go, the Salvation Army, and there was some emergency rental assistance program that the county was, man, it was crazy, man. It was rough. Luckily, things always work out. End up keeping the apartment. And then that's when I decided, hey, you know what? I got to find somebody to help me with this rent, man. I can't do this by myself. So that's where we're at right now. Man, honestly, I'm really considering just like packing. Not even ain't much to pack up, man. I would just sell whatever little furniture I got. Sell, you know, put whatever else I need in storage. Take most of my clothes back home to Jamaica. What? Yeah, bro, hit the road, man. Time to hit the road. But I realize I don't really have an expense problem. I have mainly an income problem. You can't look at all the expenses. You just got to make more money. So that's why I'm trying to take this YouTube thing serious. Do what I got to do. Step up the hustle. Get the farm back on track. Keep scaling. It will work out. I ain't worried. But the job thing ain't gonna work, man. I know that much. The job ain't keeping up with inflation, because look at that. My rent went up, but my paycheck's still the same. How does that work? You know? So whenever this tenant decides, hey, she ready to move out, that's it, man. I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna bounce. Because I got a business here in Florida, I got a business in Oregon, and I have a business in Jamaica. So, you know what I mean? I ain't got no kids, I ain't got no responsibility, I ain't got nothing really holding me down or tying me down to like be in no one location forever or permanently, man. I gotta go with the flow. You feel me? Yeah. So speaking of pack up, another thing I'm celebrating today too is 6 years. It's been 6 years since wifey moved out. 6 years ago today. You see how things work out? We moved in January 6th, and she moved out January 6th, 4 years later. So I'm celebrating that as well. Yeah, man. Can't forget the day, bro. Girl packed up all my shit, everything I worked hard for since I came to America. I came to America with nothing but one suitcase. I worked and, you know what I mean, built myself up. This girl come pack everything up. I remember the day, boy. Watching all my furniture, everything, all my hard work, sweat and tears in the back of her stepdad's van. I had to start back from scratch. You hear me tell you? Back from scratch again. And work my way up, bro. Good thing I had the business. And that was what? 2019. Just as soon as I started the business. It was like she wanted me to choose. So either the business or her. I'm like, what? Yeah? That's an easy decision. I didn't even have to think long. So, yeah, man. She packed up and left. That's it, boy. That was the end of that. Right before, like 2019, I remember good. Right before the plague came down on the land. So it was like a double whammy, you know. 2019, I lost everything. And then 2020, everything stopped. Everything shut down. I had to rebuild again from pretty much ground level. But here we are, man. We still in the game. We still here. We ain't give up. Bob Marley said, Buffalo soldier in the heart of America. I ain't gonna do too much singing though. Like I said, I don't want them to I don't want them to demonetize this video. So, but time to make some moves, man. 2025. I haven't seen my family in 2 years. I haven't been to Jamaica all of 2024. 2024 was a rough year, bro. I know a lot of people felt it. I hear a lot of people crying about how 2024 was a rough year, you know. So, I mean, I ain't gonna take it personal, but I gotta make some moves, man. I gotta hit the road. I ain't seen the family since in 2 years. I haven't been home, my real home, where I grew up, Because I was born and raised in one place, man. I grew up in one house all my life. I'm used to structure. I'm used to stability. I'm used to coming home and seeing mom and dad coming home. You know, kids are there. You know, and yeah, everything's just the way it should be. We had a big yard outside. I could go run up and down, me and my brothers. And here I am now making somebody else rich. Busting my ass every day, working hard, and just making somebody else, putting this money in somebody else's hand. Again, just making somebody else rich again. Same thing with the job. Just working hard, making somebody else rich. So it's what? It's like, is it that hard to realize you're definitely on the wrong path? You can't do that, man. You're doing something wrong. Something got to change. Something got to give. I can't live like this much longer. Broke every month. As soon as you get your paycheck, dead, gone. Bills. Nothing to show. Nothing left. No enjoyment. Nothing for leisure. No social life. Oh, man, you can't live like that much longer, bro. I hate having to pay rent on the last day. Literally the day it's due. Or after it's due. Or overdue. Knowing I don't even have the money. The money ain't even in my account. You know, it's like you pay the money and they draft it from the account, and then in my mind I'm like, okay, at least I know I'll have a day or two, and then, you know, before you get the overdraft charge. So hopefully I could make the money before then. So it's like you're chasing your tail every month. Chasing your tail. I know you know what I'm talking about, man. Because this is the reality. I want more out of life. I'm sure y'all do too. You don't want to be like me, working the same job for 10 years, living in the same place for 10 years, same little small town, same place from you came to America. This is the only place you've been. All these states out there, and you just stuck right here in this little small town. Living in the same apartment, same job, just on easy mode, just in cruise control. You gotta get out there, man. Live some life. Take some risk. See what's happening. Or make it happen. Gotta stay mobile. Don't get stuck. Don't get too comfortable, man. I know it's easy to get comfortable and just take things for granted and play it safe, but before you know it, time is one of those things, man. I realize it don't wait on no one, and it's moving fast. And you got to catch up with it or keep up with it. And man, one of my mentors, Grant Cardone. I don't know if you know of Grant, Uncle G. If you don't, go follow him. This man, he's taught me a lot over the years. But one of the philosophies I live by, which I learned from Grant, was rent where you live. Grant always said, rent where you live, man. Don't buy a house. Rent where you live. That doesn't tie you down. You know, it gives you that mental freedom to know, okay, I can move around. I don't have to be stuck here. You know, I mean, I own land in Jamaica, man. That's where I need to be focused on. That's the land I need to be building on and developing. I don't need to worry about. But, yeah, man, we'll dive into it some more. And there's a lot of things going on. But the moral of the story is don't tie yourself down. The world is at your fingertips. Get out there.